Welcome back to Matty Ice Reviews. And tonight, guys, we go back into the snack world. Tonight's snack is going to be pork rinds. And you might say, Matty Ice, you've tried pork rinds before. What could possibly be interesting about pork rinds? Well, I would agree with you. I've had lots of pork rinds. I've had real cracklings. I've had, the traditional brands you see out there. But what if I told you that someone has come up with artisanal pork rinds? Yes, you heard me right. Artisanal pork rinds. Man, what a time to be alive. When you think artisanal, handcrafted, things are, fancy, and they're going to charge you an arm and a leg for them. Well, I think a lot of artisanal stuff in snacks is more like the flavoring that they're putting on them and the branding. So these ones definitely fall into that category once you see what we've got here. So the brand is PÖRQ, P-O-R-K. These are artisanal smoked pork rinds, and it says the smoke flavors added. And then here is a picture of the pork rinds. This is the Zesty barbecue Chipotle. And it says, for pork connoisseurs who crave an artisanal culinary experience, pork is adventure in the flavor that exceeds all expectations. Sounds like some lofty, things. This might even be like PÖRQ or something like that. Wouldn't that be funny? I don't know how to pronounce it. I literally just found these at the store and it says they're new. The other flavor that we'll have to try is going to be fine herbs and vinaigrette. How fancy. So it just cracks me up when I see stuff like this. I think they'll probably be good, but just the marketing behind it, it just makes you laugh. So these are also gluten-free. Yeah, imagine that, pig fat, gluten-free. Okay, so let's look at the back of these and see what's in them. These are the exact same nutritional information. So it's just two flavors, barbecue zesty chipotle and the herb vinaigrette one. Fine herbs, sorry. So we've got 80 calories per serving, 110 milligrams of sodium. It's also 4.5 grams of fat. Imagine that. And other than that, what else is in here? Let's look at the actual ingredients and we'll compare them. So the fine herbs is fried pork skins, torula yeast, maltodextrin, salt, spices, red pepper, citric acid, sugar, distilled vinegar, safflower oil, olive oil, cornstarch, natural flavorings. How cool. This one, same thing, except it has garlic powder, onion powder, and chipotle powder, and brown sugar listed in addition to those other things. These are also going to be coming from Benestar Brands in Chicago, Illinois. And it says they're porksnacks.com, P-O-R-Q snacks.com. How cool. So, we'll start with the barbecue one, because barbecue is pretty normal flavor for pork rinds. It's actually probably more common to find barbecue than normal flavor pork rinds in some places. Okay, let's give them a smell. So immediately these smell like pork rinds with a little smoky barbecue flavor to them. Let's pull one out. They're actually nicely shaped. That's one thing I'm noticing in here. They all seem to be cut in a very straight line. Very few of them actually in here seem to be curved excessively. If you get regular pork rinds, they're usually all those crazy shapes and sizes. Let's give it a try. We got two of them. That flavor is kind of disappointing. It's spicy. I can feel my tongue in my mouth and my nose burning, but smoky, yes. A little barbecuey. Kind of disappointing. I don't see how that differs from any other barbecue chip, except it's more like a hot and spicy barbecue. It's really not doing anything fancy or unique that I need to stick out my pinky while I eat them. So, ooh, I smell like basil, cilantro, stuff like that. Okay. These ones also very nice straight pieces. They're not very angular. They have little green specks all over. We got two for rapid fire. Okay, the flavor there, very sour, like vinegar coming through big time. It's got like a parsley kind of cilantro-y, sagey thing going on. Maybe basil in there. It's hard to tell. The vinegar is so strong, the herbs are kind of covered up, no matter how fine they might be. They kind of ultimately don't taste like pork rinds. Bit disappointed. Those just very sour, very kind of sharp on the tongue, and sticks in your mouth. I've still got that vinegar kind of herby flavor, a little bit of that smoky from the. It's kind of disappointing. At a certain point, these could be chips, and I wouldn't know the difference if these were labeled potato chips. I think they're just really weird, puffy potato chips, but they're just disappointing. So I'm really disappointed with both of them. If you want to try one over the other, definitely try the barbecue. That one, at least, is kind of a flavor you're used to. The fine herbs are absolutely not fine. They are just wretched. So I would say ultimately pass on these unless you really want to try a unique and kind of expensive snack. These are like $4 for these little bags that are only 2 ounces. You can get usually like a regular size bag of pork rinds for that price. So that's gonna do it for this one, guys. We'll catch you next time.